Hola amigos, I am Rodolfo Ramos, Bradesco BBI's Mexico strategist, and welcome to This What's What in Mexico, our bi-weekly video product to bring you our latest views. We couldn't resist this week, and we had to come here to the UN headquarters. As you can see behind me, we have this week the high-level week at the 80th UN General Assembly, where Mexico actually has a delegation led by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So I hope that you find this setting, location interesting and entertaining. But diving here into our content, we'll be covering, as we normally do, 3 topics. We're going to cover first the USMCA review and our thoughts there. Second, we're going to discuss the latest numbers on retail sales that we saw for the month of August. And third, we're going to be talking our views on these corruption scandals, allegations that have permeated on the Mexican media. So kicking off here with our first point of discussion, the USMCA review, to us it's clear that Mexican negotiators are not going into this review as they had initially hoped for. We still have several tariffs that are being levied on Mexican exports. Of course, we're better relative to the rest of the world, but still, we're going into this negotiation, in this review, with several violations already of the treaty. No? So it's not ideal, but we continue to hear very optimistic message from the Mexican Ministry of Economy side, who are leading these discussions, and we tend to agree. We believe that Mexico has bent over backwards here on all of these U.S. demands. So we believe that it is time for Mexico to become a little bit more assertive and lead these discussions. For example, they could have tried to schedule an in-person meeting, which is still pending between Sheinbaum and Trump. This is a high stakes meeting that could go either way, but we think that Mexico needs to change here the approach to start getting more concessions out of the U.S. side. But we still, on the official timelines, on track. The public consultations, as I mentioned, have begun already, where the U.S. and Mexico sides will be getting feedback from different stakeholders, and the next step on the U.S. side will be USTR will be sending a report of all these findings in January. No? So I think the next couple of months will be crucial for these negotiations, but we do believe that we are heading in the right direction, and the ultimate outcome will be one where North America becomes more integrated. So moving on here to our second point of discussion, retail sales. It was very interesting to see during the month of August, retail sales, same-store sales actually growing close to 8%, and total nominal sales growing double-digit 10%. So this contrasts with this view of a very weak consumption that we have seen. Bottlers reporting declining volumes, big convenience store operators reporting declining traffic. So it's a challenging environment that we're in, but these numbers makes it more at ease, puts it more at ease that we're not seeing a sharp taper off. And remember, next year we're going to see social programs ramping up very strongly, close to 20% year on year versus the previous allocation on the budget side. And we're also going to see a minimum wage growing likely in the double digits. The CONASAMI, this tripartite commission in charge of setting minimum wage every year, will be convening soon, of course before year end, to set that up, and we'll probably see a very high real number coming through. So this is the second point that we wanted to touch on. And just to close us here on these corruption scandals, allegations that we have seen, there has been no news. I mean, we have seen the former Minister of Public Safety of the state of Tabasco, Hernán Bermúdez, being accused of colluding with criminal organizations. The question here is, how far does this go? And we have started to see people coming out, witnesses coming out and saying that the extent of this corruption scandal is much greater than initially anticipated, and this has the potential to reach very high senior members of Morena. So this, of course, will be a challenging scenario for Sheinbaum to navigate, but at the same time could be a blessing of disguise to clean up house and take a much more a stronger grip hold of Mexican domestic affairs. We have still seen some people that believe that there's much more that she could have done on that front, being much more assertive. So I believe that could be a good opportunity for her to do so. So these are the three topics that we had for you today. We hope we found it useful. Follow us on social media, and of course, for more detail, follow our published reports. Take care, amigos, and have a good one. Ciao, ciao.